Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons & Dragons advice video on political characters. Before I get into that though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your social media platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books here, including a fantasy western series called Drifters. The first 3 are shown here. Hope you find it. Hope you get it. Hope you like it. All right. Political characters. Anytime a player creates a character, they need to be aware of the scale of the game they will be playing in. Are they going to be seeking treasure? Is it a rescue mission? Will this be a one-shot, a campaign? Will the setting be a local village or the king's castle? It is important to take these factors and any other which may apply into consideration so players can create characters which fit into the setting and more readily navigate the situation. Political ramifications are a serious concern. Beyond that, there are considerations about what class of character a player might want to run. If you want to avoid politics, perhaps you might want to avoid cavaliers and to a lesser degree, paladins. These characters are embedded in the nobility of the realm or in the hierarchy of the church. Low-level paladins are not so bad, but even first-level cavaliers are considered knights or equivalent and have standing in the kingdom. They command the respect and fealty of the commoners and answer to the nobility on a direct basis. Clerics are not so integrated into the politics of the kingdom, but the church has its own politics, and low-level clerics are often overlooked. At higher levels, they are entrusted with more and more responsibility and are rarely free to roam the countryside. Conversely, there are clerics who shun the organized hierarchy of the church and prefer to roam the countryside, preaching to the masses and converting the willing. This gives players an out of sorts. Most other classes can easily avoid politics and can pretty much, do whatever they want within the constraints of their class and alignment. Magic users and illusionists will require time and access to a library, so this limits their wandering to some degree. But politics for them is pretty much optional. Assassins, by the very nature of their mandate, necessitate having clients. An assassin who kills without a contract is just a murderer. Anyone can do that. Assassins require payments to ply their trade. It's the nature of the beast. Many assassins care nothing for politics, but their clients may. It may be the entire reason they are hired. Eliminating a political rival or a political opponent is not unheard of, after all. Rangers, druids, and barbarians much prefer the wilds over civilized areas, and the only politics they would really engage in would be small villages and tribal politics. Fighters can operate at whatever political level they desire. Many fighters earn knighthood and become lords, but this is entirely optional. Thieves, by necessity, operate in the shadows. They can make forays into the wilds, but prefer the shady underworld of most cities. After all, it's hard to pick a pocket or steal coinage where there are no marks, and hiding in shadows is pointless where there is nobody to see them. Guilds must have access to cities and their economies to flourish. Thieves who become well known enough to make appearances in the royal court defeat the purpose of being a thief. So, yeah, as a thief, you want to stay out of politics if you can. Most dungeon masters allow a certain carte blanche with how characters are run, but by their very nature, some classes have no choice but to be involved in politics to some degree. I hope this video helps players to make informed decisions about what classes they want to run. It's an ongoing issue in tabletop role-playing where a player will want to run a specific character and it doesn't fit the campaign. It sucks, but that's true. And that is as much the fault of the dungeon master as it is the player. I had an experience recently where I did a player wanted to run a specific character, and the campaign that I had designed, it just didn't fit, and that was my fault. And this video is an apology for that. I am truly, truly sorry. But we redid the whole situation, and we're having fun in the game now, so that works out well. If anybody else has other stories about this, stick it in there. Any other advice, I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.